I decided this morning to have a cup of coffee and think about a few things. And yesterday I put out a video where I talked about what happens when you love her more in your marriage. And it occurred to me that just as important as that, more so even, is that you pick the right girl. You see, if, if you don't take your time when you're young and pick the right girl, it can throw everything off. And what I mean by that is, I've been married a few times. And someone told me one time, well, Chuck, why do you think you have good advice for marriage? I said, well, just like most drug addicts, when they go through rehab, they want to have a counselor that used to be a drug addict because they understand what's going on. And just like that, I understand what goes on when you have a bad marriage, when you pick the wrong girl. And what's worse is when you pick the wrong girl and you have children, because you can always get divorced and pretty much cut that woman out of your life. But you can't because you have children with her. And the worst part is not that you have to see her when you go pick the kids up for the weekend or drop them off or at the ball game where your daughter's playing. That's nothing. Knowing that your child is being raised by that woman. And I phrase it that way because let's face it, folks, we don't get divorced because we love the person. We get divorced because we realize we picked the wrong girl. We can get rid of her by divorce, but our children never can. Our children are stuck with the bad parent that we selected for them. Now, I'm not saying that some people try to be the best parent they can be. That's not what I mean. What I mean is, if things got so bad that you two could no longer keep it going, you get to split. And I can tell you, as a father, a grandfather, a great grandfather, I've always been a great grandfather. It just took a few years for them to realize it. My grandchildren are in their mid 30s, some of them a little older. But anyway, if you choose the wrong woman, your children will suffer for it. And there's no feeling that's worse for a man that loves his children than knowing what they're going through and not being able to do a thing one about it. And if something happened, is this the person that's the best person I can think of to raise my children? And if it's not, then you don't have the right girl. It's just that simple. And when we're young, we think we know everything. Believe me, I, I've done it and I regretted it. And I guess it could go on my biggest list of regrets. I wouldn't be married today, except a little over 27 years ago. For whatever reason, I chose the right girl. I got it wrong so many times. My father used to tell me, son, the law of averages says you're going to get a good one sooner or later. Now, I'm not saying that all of the women that I was married to, and it makes it sound like the list was long. I don't have as many ex-wives as Mickey Rooney had. And for your younger people who don't know who Mickey Rooney was, he was a famous actor back in the day, as my granddaughter tells me all the time. But when you pick the right girl, it makes all the difference in the world. And luckily, for whatever reason, this girl said yes. I'll give you a quick side note. After we were dating a while, I told her, I think we need to slow down. Hey, I'm a little gun shy. I don't want to go into another marriage that's going to end in failure. And so she said, okay, fine, fine. And when a woman looks at you and goes, fine, that's just fine, it's really not fine. So she had planned a cruise with some of her friends, and they all went on the cruise. Well, the cruise was 10 days. She was gone for about 10 days. During that time, I did a lot of soul searching, you could say. And I decided that when this woman gets back, I don't want to be friends anymore. Let's ruin this friendship and get married. So I picked her up from the airport bus station, just like we planned, and I drove her home. And I proposed, and she said yes. And then for some reason, she wanted to get married in a hurry before I met her family. But what she didn't realize is I wanted to get her married before she met my family. You see, everybody thinks their family's crazy, and they're right. They're right. But when you pick the right girl and the right girl picks you, it makes all the difference in the world. So I guess what Grandpa Truck is trying to tell you today is that just slow down. Just slow down, pray about it, and take your time. Or as my cousin used to say, why are you always giving old man advice? You're only 30. Well, that was 40 years ago. But I'm running along. I'm going off on a tangent here. But it's important. You're planning out your entire life. And the person you choose to be your helpmate on this journey, it's critical that you take your time and choose the right girl. Well, I got to get back to my coffee before it gets cold. So I'll see you in the next one, everyone. Thanks for watching. Hit that like and share button down below. And leave a comment. Let me know what you think. Are you tired of me rambling on? Let me know. In a nice way, of course. And just let me know what you're thinking. I'll talk to you next time.